Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is Frecky Fit Wolf. So, don't have a lot of time this weekend. I explained that in the video Thursday, but I'm working every day this week, and including Sunday when I normally do my weigh-ins. So I'm trying to record in the car on the way to work and see if I can do something like that and maybe edit on my phone and upload sometime in between customers today. We'll see. If not, I might end up having to re-record everything and go that route. But yeah, so hopefully you guys' week was great. I know if you're similar to St. Louis and we have started to do a soft opening, it's a completely different world that we're in right now. Like for me working in a salon, there's a lot of sanitation procedures that we have to go through. And so it slows us down, especially for my type of salon is a Fantastic Sam's. And, we're used to working fast. We're used to doing a ton of people and, having several customers at one time, sometimes bouncing back and forth. And now we can't. So it is definitely different. But also what's kind of weird is despite seeing numbers being low, dollars in the computer and in your wallet, you're exhausted at the end of the day because one, I haven't been working for the past 2 months. So that's weird. And then for two, in between each customer, there's so much stuff that we have to do that it's just exhausting. So I'm very tired right now because of that. Working every day this week. I was off Tuesday, but other than that, working every day this week. Normally I'm off on Sundays. I'm working. Normally would be closed tomorrow for the holiday, but I'm working. And also yesterday after work, I agreed to do a friend's hair. So I went straight from work to home to cutting and coloring his hair. And then we ended up just staying outside and chatting until like 11 o'clock last night. So very long day. And then today I have an event that I am going to after work. So it's just been a very, very busy week, which is good and different. Little tiring, little stressful. Tuesday, I plan on reading a book all day long. I need to do laundry and I need to make a video. Besides that, yeah, it's I'm finally getting some rest Tuesday. But yeah, so anyway, hopefully your guys' week went well. I did step on the scale this morning. And despite how my week went food and exercise wise, I did behave food wise, and especially after I went to the grocery store, I was able to eat the type of food that I wanted. I admit I did go to McDonald's one day this week, but I did stay within my points. I've always been an advocate that you can have what you want. I am personally choosing that for the majority of the time that I want to eat healthier foods, not foods just because it fits my points. Because yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, I could have cake every day. I could have McDonald's every day. I've done it before. But, I do care a little bit more about my health rather than just losing weight. I've gone into this a million times. I don't think you guys need me to go into preaching about it again. But so I didn't feel guilty about having McDonald's. That was actually Monday, and I was exhausted because that was my first day back at work and my body wasn't used to it, and I did not feel like going home and cooking. And honestly, I would have had to go to the grocery store first and then go home and cook. But after, as you saw in my video, I think was it Thursday, whatever day it was, I started planning better because I'm readjusting to the new normal. And so I'm just trying to figure out with everything that I've progressed and learned during quarantine as far as how I want to exercise and how I want to eat, how to apply it now that I'm back to work. And as I've said a million times, I'm not a food prepper. It's just not for me, especially anytime I've done it. It just takes up too much time on one of my days off. And also it just takes up a little bit too much room in my icebox. My icebox is not that big, and I share it with a roommate. It is full right now, and it gets even fuller if you're putting everything in containers. Plus, I don't know what I'm in the mood for come Thursday when I'm making this on Sunday. So I don't do that. But I can at least prep in a way of buying certain foods that I know that I will want and just not cooking them, and I can decide how I want them when that comes. And that's ultimately what works best for me personally. And that's how I go about doing it. And once I went to the grocery store, I was able to start doing that easier. And so I behaved food-wise every day this week. I will say I did slack off as far as not eating enough last night because when my friend came over, he actually brought over Chipotle as like a thank you for doing his hair plus money. And it was like 22 points worth or whatever. So I was expecting to eat after that because this was like, 6 o'clock. I expected to eat later in the evening as well. And we ended up hanging out until 11 o'clock at night. And then I'm like, I'm not eating at 11 o'clock at night. I'm not hungry. I'm tired as all get out. So I ended the day with like 30 points left. Typically don't like to do that, but that happened. And real quick, before getting into the numbers, exercise-wise, I've had 2 workouts this week. Yeah, so not horrible, but not good. I wanted to do better, and I have hit my step goal, I think, every day. Normally I check all this stuff beforehand, but I was rushing because I got to go to work. But I did hit my step goal. I'm pretty confident every single day, and most of that is while at work. So while that is good, I do like having some cardio time designated to working out. Or, as a workout rather than, well, I hit my step goal. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, everything wasn't perfect this week, but I did really well adjusting to the new normal, and I am planning better for future weeks. And that is wonderful. So, weigh-in numbers. I am on the highway now, so I have it written down. I can't really stop to see it. I weighed in at 313 pounds even today. So I know that number. I lost 1.2 pounds this week, and I believe that means I am down 63.8. Yes, okay. You didn't see me do that. This isn't safe. So, speaking of not being safe, I am going to end it here, and hopefully you all have a wonderful week, and I'll talk more later when I have more time.